Hello, everybody. Sorry for the late start. I had to take care of something right when stream started. Hey, David. I'm glad you could stop by for a minute. Hello to Ambrose and Antiknight, Tutored Planes, Tom, Cable, Kenny, riffclown, Tegan. Hello, hello. Hey, Laszlo. Hello, Ice Cube. Am I streaming tonight? I am bored. Yes, I am streaming tonight. Hey, Josh. Hey, Kelzo. Hey, Stefan. It is morning here for sure. You can see the time above me. Hey, Solid Void. How you doing? Hey, Rocky. How you doing? Alrighty, so this puzzle's called The Five Arrows Hotel. It's by Antiknight. We have normal Sudoku rules. So we're placing the digits 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every box. Once exactly. Alright, so the digits along each arrow. Okay, so these are standard arrows. You guys can put standard arrows so that basically, you can put the description, but if you also put standard arrows, then I don't have to read the description, and that's helpful for me. So I don't have to figure out if this is standard or not. All right, so these are standard arrows, which means the digits on the arrow sum to the value in the circle. So if this were, for example, 2, 4, you sum those, they sum to 6, and this value is a 6. All right. Clues outside the grid indicate the digit which has been placed in the nth cell in the corresponding direction, where n is the digit placed in the first cell in that direction. What's the name of that constraint? That's called numbered rooms. So this is standard numbered rooms. So basically, for these outside clues, like this 5 here, you look at the cell that's closest to the 5 in that column, and whatever digit that is, say it's a 6, you then look at the 6th row, and that's where the 5 goes, because that's labeled a 5. And then here, if I put, say, a 2 here, we go 2 from this direction, we put an 8. Hope that makes sense. So we could never put a 1 here, because that would say put an 8 in the same spot, for example. Bottom clues are cut up. Thank you for letting me know. The last puzzle I did was a JSUM, so that always messes with my capture. Let's see. All right, I think that should be good. It's a little bit bigger. Okay. Alrighty. Yes, the puzzle would be much harder for you guys if you couldn't see half the clues, so. Alrighty, well, we can get started. Hey, Hen. Good luck in school. I'm glad you could join us when you could. Thank you very much. We'll miss you, of course. Antiknight used to only set Antiknight puzzles at first. Alright. How do I want to get started? Well, this 8, this can't be a 1, because that 1 would also say put an 8 there. This could be 2 or 3. Oops. If this were 2 or 3, we'd put a 1-8 pair on here, and then this would be a 9, and this would also add to 8, so it would be a 6 or 7. Nope. Yeah, it would be, sorry, this would also add to 9, so it would be a 6 or 7. We can't put an 8 on a 3-cell arrow. Might as well mark this here. This sum could be 8, or these could be 8s, so this could also be 7, 8, 9. But if it's 8, then that puts another 8 there. That doesn't work, so 7 or 9. Okay, so actually one thing we can say here is that this has at least one of 1 or 2. Because 3, 4, 5 does add to 12, so that's too big. So if I did 2, 8, 1, that just breaks this entirely. So I can't do 2, 8, 1. 3, 8, 1 would force this to be, let's see, 1 and 3 would be used. So this would be 2, 4, 5, and that's still too big. So I can't do that either. So this is 7 or 9. We've got 8s up here. And then 9 is just too big for this arrow. So this is a 7. Okay. So this is a 1 or a 2 to add to 8 or 9. These add to at least 15, but that doesn't really help me at the moment. This is also a 3-cell arrow, so we can put 6, 7, 8, 9 on here. These add, again, these add to at least 15, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 15. And so that means these two add to at least 15, so this is another 6, 7, 8, 9, but it can't be a 7. But it's at least 15, it's not exactly 15, so. Now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 adds to 20, pretty sure. And 20 is too high, so we must include a 1 somewhere in these cells. So this cell here, which tells us where the 1 is either a 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, not a 7. If this were a 3, 4, or 5, sorry, if this were a 5 or a 6, sorry, let's put it this way. If this were a 5 or a 6, that takes 1 off of this, and that makes both of these 9. So 5 or 6 makes both of these 9, which would mean that this would... I think that's okay. Sorry, not 3. I counted from the wrong... I counted from 3 instead of from 4. And then it could go to 8. Sorry, I completely miscounted that. 4 through 8 is what I highlighted. Oh, I counted from the top instead of the bottom. Right. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what that counts. You're right. Count from the direction of the clue. Okay, yeah. Luckily, we don't have any more of those, so. I did this one right, and then I forgot for this one. All right. So that's more interesting, actually, because if we want a, let's see. Yeah, if we want a 2 or a 3, if we want the 1 to be here, that's also going to use a 2 or a 3. So that's the same issue that this one had in some ways, where, okay, let's say this was a 2 or a 3, and there was a 1 on here. Now 2 of 1, 2, 3 are used, and this now can't have a proper value because it doesn't have a 1, and so it would need to be 2, 3, 4, and that's broken. So actually, this can't be 2 or 3. I don't know what happened to 4 there. So it's a, oh, right. It's a 5, 6. Wait, hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, it could be 4, 5, or 6. So there is a 1 on this. Yeah. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? Okay, yeah. 4, 5, 6 goes here. I don't know what happened to 4 earlier. But 6 doesn't work, because if I put a 6 here, that puts a 1 here. Wait, why wouldn't that work? No, that would work fine. Six here would force one of these. That's fine. Good point from riffclown. If we look at column 8, where does the 9 go? Well, it's not going to go on any of these arrow cells. The 7 and 8 are occupied, so it's in one of these two. But if I put a 9 here, that's telling us we have to put a 5 here, but there's already a 7 there, so this can't be a 9. So this is the 9. This can't be 8 because it sees an 8. Whoops. So I just press. This is 6, 8, or 9. Yeah, these add to at least 21, but I don't know what to do with that. This is another 3-cell arrow, so we can put 6, 7, 9 on those. Why only 4 or 6 for this cell? Oh, just because of where the 5 can go? Okay, yeah, so if you just look at the open spaces for 5, starting from here, 1, 2, 3, this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but the 7 and 8 are used here. And 5 would repeat the 5 in 2 places. So it is just 4 or 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there is a 5 on this line, which removes 6 and 7. Now we know these add to 17. So if these add to 17, then these add to 17, and now we know the sum. So 34 I'm going to use a calculator. I just woke up, so let's see. 17 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 is 41. I thought so, which means that this has to be a 4, and that places this 5. So these are from 1, 2, 3, and they have a 1. We're either 1, 2, 5 adding to 8, or 1, 3, 5 adding to 9. Hey, Fidgets, how you doing? So there's a 2 or a 3 on here with a 6. Which again is 8 or 9. Does 2... So 2, 6 adds to 8. 1, 7 adds... Oh, that actually works, darn. I was hoping the 2s would conflict, but they don't. Okay, so in this box, where does the other 8, 9 go? They're clearly not here. Not on this arrow, because it can't pair with a 1. And then this 8, 9 pair takes them out of these two. So basically, where does this 8, 9 go in this box? It goes in this sum. So these two are the same. These two are the same. So Derek is telling me this can't be a 6 for some reason. Okay, yeah, so if... That's true, that's true. If this was a 6, these two need to add to at least 15 because of this. So this would be a 9. Which means these add to 15. These would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this would have no value because 4, 5, and 6 are gone. So this cannot be a 6. Is it similar here if this was a 6? No, it's not the same if this were a 6. If this were a 6, this would be a 9. And we could use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a... Oh, no, we couldn't. So, let me remove 6 from here. If this were a 6, this would be a 9. And then again, these add to 15. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this sees the 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the green 8, 9. Where does the green 8, 9 go? Here? It's not this one, because this one's repeated here. So it's up here somewhere. Green in box 4. Cannot go on this arrow, so it's here. Good spot. These look up. It's not here, so we have an X-wing on greens up here. That gives us the value of green. Because green is either here and here, or here and here. Either way, they see a 9. So green cannot be 9. Green is 8. And purple's 9, and we can remove the colors now. It's always nice when we follow the intended path. Makes everybody happy. All right, let's see. 8 in box 9 now is placed. And we're just down to that X-wing. Okay, so now this is 8, and we can't put a 1 on here. This can't have a 7. This could never have had a 7. So 7, 8, and 9 are all up here, is riffclown's point. That's not the 9. So that's actually 7, 8, 9 triple. Clean up box 9, then box 6. Ah, yeah, 7 plus 2, and 3 plus 6, and 2, 1, 2, 5. All that cleanup. How do we add to 9, I wonder? Can't be 1, 8. Can't be 2, 7. Could be 3, 6. Can't be 4, 5. So we actually know this is 3, 6. 3, 6 and 3, 6 here means there is a 3, 6 up here. But they can't go both on the arrow, so this is one of them. The 6 would go with a 2, and the 3 would go with a 5. No idea which one at the moment. Well, hold on. We know there's a 2 up here. Because there's a 2 in the box up here. So this is actually 2, 6, and this is the 3. This is a triple. 1, 5, 7. This puzzle's been really neat. And I think we should be able to fill this. 4. Nice. And this is a pair. 1 and something. 1 and 5. So this pair is 4 and 7. All right, that's pretty clean. Did I mess something up, Derek, or? Math on column 2. Ah, yes. So we know these add to 24. 8 times 3 is 24. Let's just not trust ourselves, though. So we know that these add to 21. And we know in order to add to 21, yeah, 1 through 6 adds to 21. We knew that. But these also add to either 8 to 15 or 17. So 21 minus 15 obviously puts a 6 there. 21 minus 17 puts a 4 there. So this is never 5. But I think either 4 or 6 would work with a 7 or 9 here. Oh, it's the sequel to the show Counting with Zeta. There was a Liz-Tesh puzzle that I did a showcase of it. So I had planned out the entire solve path ahead of time, practiced it several times, and then did a recording. And I still messed up logic on a 9 cage. I went through the options to add to 10 to prove that it had to be certain values, or couldn't be certain values. Pretty amazing. Doesn't row 7, column 1 have to be big because of the 5 arrow cells in box 4? Ah, true. So Zeta's point is these also add to 15 at least. So if this is at most 9, this has to be at least 6. Can't be an 8. Also, hello, Zeta. I'm being told to add to 8 now. So can't do 1, 7, can't do 2, 6. This must be 3, 5. That was Ice Cube's point. And then this, how do we add to 9? Can't do 1, 8. 2, 7 looks possible. Can't do 3, 6 or 4, 5. This is always cool how a domino that adds to one number and a domino that adds to the next number, they kind of force each other in certain ways. I've never quite understood exactly how that works or how to use it, but it every time I look at it, it tends to do that. Like once we knew this was 3, 5, this was now forced for reasons. Maybe Zeta can explain that with his math brain. Let's see. Ah, yes, this here, let's call this blue. Where does blue go in this box? It's not 8, 3, or 5, so it goes here, and it's a 6 or a 9. Yeah, exactly. So Tech, when you have two dominoes of sums that are adjacent values, you get interesting effects. But I have never been able to pin down exactly what that effect is. They just kind of force each other into certain configurations. So this is kind of a triple because it's non-blue 6, 9 with 1 and something 4. The 4 is not here. We still haven't put a 1 in this row. It's here or here. I think either way works. 1, 4, 6, 9. This is not the 9. So I guess it's 1, 4, 6 left here. It's the trick of looking at the two cages together. So basically saying these 4 add to 17. That could be it. How about this 8? Is this 8 limited at all? We can do 1, 7. No, we can't do 1, 7 because it's 7, 8, 9. We can do 2, 6 or 3, 5. Yeah, I don't see how to limit that. There's an interesting phenomenon here where if this is 7, then this has to be 9. And this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be 3, 5, 1, 2, 4. So if this is 7, this would be 1, 2, 4. This would be a 9. And this would be 3, 6. I don't think that's broken, though. 9's in one of these two, as Ambrose says. And then box 1, we have the 9. Box 7, 9's in one of these two. 2, 6 won't work. Why doesn't 2, 6 work? Versus 10 on the other arrow? Oh, because it uses the 4? Is that the reason? Wouldn't it be 1, 3, 5? So 2, 6. Sorry. 2, 6 with a 4 and a 1, 3, 5. I think it works. We did the math on it already, so. That's a good point. Corporate Commander says looks at 7 in this column, and the 2-7 pair keeps it out of here. It's never on a 3-cell arrow, so it joins the 8 up here, which is pretty nice. We have a 7-8 pair here now, so that's not 7. Let's see. I completely understand riffclown. Row 3, column 5. I don't quite see. Yeah, so there is one point here that if this was a 9, this couldn't be 1, 3, 5 because that would break this cell. So if it was a 9, it would be 1, 2, 6 or 2, 3, 4. That's interesting, yeah. So 5 cannot go on here because 5 would force it to be 1, 3, 5 because it couldn't be 6. And that breaks this cell. So this actually is the 5. That's the 3. That's cool. All right, so. And now, yes, 2 in this column is on this sum. How does that help? So 2 up here. So with a 2 on here, the 9 could be 1, 2, 6 or 1 or 2, 3, 4. It also has a 3 just by Sudoku. Yeah, so it's 2, 3, 4. So it can't be 1, 2, 6 then, because then there's nowhere for 3 in the column. So it's either 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4. This is from 1, 2, 3, 4. Not sure what that does. Hey, Asylum, welcome. How was your stream this morning? Just got up from a nap. That's good. Naps are great. I don't think these arrows do much yet. Oh yeah, I have the, is this useful right now? I have those. Well, if this was a 6, this would be a 9, this would be a 1, 2, 6, this would be 3, 5, but I don't see the problem. This would be a 4. Well, the issue is then adding to 6. It's a bit of a chain, but we'll take it. So if this is a 6, this is 3, 5. The 6 is, this is a 4. This is a 1. 6 with a 2 is placed here, making this a 9. And then we're saying this isn't possible? Yeah, can't have a 1 or a 2 on it. Can't be 1, 5 or a 2, 4. So basically, to summarize, this being a 6 means this is 1, 2, 6, and that breaks the ability to add to 6. Because the 1 and the 6 are forced on here. So this is not a 6. Small deductions. 7 doesn't really have the same effect. These are there's at least 1 9 in one of these. They don't have eliminations that are interesting for that. Oh, actually, yes, that is interesting. One of these is a 9, and they both see a blue. So blue can't be 9. The reason one of these is a 9 is because 7 plus 7 is too small. 7 plus 7 is 14, and these add to at least 15. So yes, blue is indeed a 6, which is very interesting. Did not expect that. So this is 3 and 6. This is not 3, that's not 5. This is 1, 2, 3. These are not 1s, this is a 1. This is not, oops, this is not 6, so this is not 2. This is not 6, so this is 3, 5. Let me just double check that. So this 8, we can't be 1, 7, because there's a 7 up here. 2, 6, there's no 6 on it. So yes, it is 3, 5, and we know the order. So it's 5 and 3. This is not a 1. This is a 9 and a 4. Where does 9 go in this? Oh yeah, this 9 sees that corner mark, so that places a 9. Okay, sorry about that. I had to blow my nose. Is there something about... Yeah, this 5 looks over, so that's 1 and 5. So this is not a 1. Let's see. I'm sure there's just Sudoku everywhere. Do we want to try to add to 9 here? Can't be 1, 8. Could be 2, 7, 3, 6, or 4, 5. Okay, never mind. How about this sum here? Let's see here. Well, let's just, it's 1, 2, 4, or 6, right? Yeah, so this is a 1, 2, 6, or a 1, 2, 1, 2, 4 for 7, 1, 2, 6 for 9. We don't know which. And that ends up determining where the 1 goes. So 1 and 2 are both used in here somewhere. So this can't be 1, 7 or 2, 6. So this is 3, wait, sorry. It can't be 1, 8 or 2, 7. So this is 3, 6 or 4, 5. And that forms a virtual 4, 6 pair. So these can't be 1, 2, 4, or 6. So we could be 3, 5, 7, or 9. That's not a 9. Where do 4 and 6 go in column 3? Right, so we have a 4 and a 6. So 6 is forced onto here. And 4 is down. And 4 cannot be on this arrow with a 6. That has to 10. So 4 is placed. Nice spot, Zeta. Maybe others. So this is either a 1, 6 adding to 7, a 2, 6. So it's 1, 6, 2, 6, or 3, 6. Sounds like a Dr. Seuss book. Six in box 5 looks over. That's not a 6. True. Oh, it looks over this way. That's 3 and 6. That's not a 3. Seven in box 4 is here. Oh, okay, yeah. 7 in box 4 is actually limited to these 3 cells. So these can't be 7. So that gives us 2 and 1. That's super helpful. Which makes this a 3, 6. So this is a 9, which makes this a 7 and an 8. This being 7 means there's no 6 on it. Let's get rid of these corner marks here. That puts a 6 here, which puts a 1 here, which makes this a 2, 4 pair. So this is not 4, 5, it's 3, 6. These are not 3s. The 6 looks over, that's 3 and 6. This is not a 3, that places 3. 1, 2 pair places the 4 and the 2. This is 1 and 2. 2 and, oops, 1 and 2. 8 sees over, that's 7 and 8. This is 7, so can't be 1, 6, could be 2, 5, can't be 3, 4. So this is 2, 5. So we need a 1 in the box. This is 7. This is 4. Oh, the 7's duplicated there. That's 4 and 7. 5 and 9. Okay, so here we need 4, 5, 7, 9. So this is not 7, 5. Oh, this is a single. That's a 9. It's a full house there. These aren't 4s. That places this 4. Can I distinguish 5, 7? I can. This 2, 7 pair gives us 5 and 7. So to add to 6, I can't be 2, 4. So the 2 goes here. This is 1, 5. That does make a 1, 5 pair, placing 2 and 5. That's always a 2. Congrats to anyone who bet 2. I feel like 2 is an unusual bet. Let's see. This isn't a 1 or a 7. So that's a 5, that's a 1, that's a 7. This is whatever's left. It's like a 9. This is 6 and 2. This is 3 and 6. 3 goes here. 4 goes here. 5 and 1. Nice. By the way, guys, if you use the beta site, beta.sudokupad.app, or the test site, test.crackencryptic or whatever, when you fill out your solution, you get this link here, say new link with the solution. If you click that, that'll open the puzzle again, but it'll have the stored solution in it. And you can just make that a link. So you don't have to go through any hoops or anything anymore if you want to store your solution. So you just fill it out. You just fill it out in your link. It pops up this dialog, and you just click here. It only works for FPuzzles imports, but that's what most of us do anyway. So if you want to include your solution in your links, it's much, much easier now. All right. I'm told row 1, column 9 is a reasonable bet sell for this. Ooh, and we get to match the thematic color. Yes, it's a length 1 Renban here. Yeah, I will fix the capture again. I should just have 2 scenes, one for JSUMs and one for everything else. I'll have to set that up at some point. How's this look? I think that looks pretty good. There we go. Thanks for letting me know, Sotek. And riffclown. Now that I understand what framing means. All right. This is called HyperBan. It's by Mormagli. I've been told this is a harder puzzle. So we have normal Sudoku rules, which means in every row, in every column, and in every box, we are placing the digits 1 to 9 exactly once without repeating. A greater than symbol between cells indicates that that digit on the... They work like a greater than. So the alligator wants to eat the bigger digit. So this digit is bigger than this one. This digit's bigger than this one. All right, we've got Renban rules. So these purple lines are Renbans, which means they contain a set of consecutive digits, but in any order. So let's say this was 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do 2, 3, 4, 5. Order does not matter. I can move these around however I want, as long as it is, taken as a whole, a set of consecutive digits. Now this breaks the greater than, so I could do something like that, but you get the idea. And then we have these black Kropki dots. So what that means is that the digits have a 1 to 2 ratio, and a cleaner way to put that is 1 is exactly double the other. So if I put a 2 here, this could be a 1, because 2 is exactly double 1, or this could be a 4, because 4 is exactly double 2. Zeta's already proven his bet sell wrong? Oh no. All right, well, we can get started. Is there a Unicode alligator? Let's see. There is, but it doesn't really. Yeah, so you could place alligators and say that the oh, it's a crocodile. You could place crocodiles and say the crocodile wants to eat a larger digit if you want. All right. You guys are seeing something that I'm not, which is not unsurprising. Okay, so let's think about the Renban plus the black dot, as people are suggesting. I don't have an intuition for this, so we're going to go through cases and see if we can build an intuition for this. So what if this was 1, 2, 3, 4? Well, what would this black dot do? All of our low digits are gone, and a black dot must have a low digit in it. So that's just completely broken. The reason the black dot needs a low digit in it is 2 high digits can't be double each other. So because this has at least 1 low digit on it, that low digit is removed from the Renban, and everything lower than it is also removed from the Renban, right? Because even if this was a 4, well, it looks like I'm dropping frames, which is very unfortunate. Yeah, I'm sorry about the frames dropping. I'm seeing if I can wait it out. It's not okay now. It's still dropping half my frames at least. Okay, now it's okay. All right, so yeah, maybe the way I was thinking about it wasn't right, but let's think about the black dot instead. So can the black dot be 4, 8? If the black dot were 4, 8, what set of 4 consecutive digits do we have left? We can't be 1, 2, 3 because we don't have the 4. Between 4 and 8, there's only 5, 6, and 7, and after the 8, there's only 9. So work. Well, 3, 6 removes 1 and 2. Between 3 and 6, we only have 4 and 5. And after 6, we only have 7, 8, 9. So that doesn't work either. So we're either going to be 1, 2, or 2, 4. So there is a 2 on the black dot. 1, 2 would leave lots of room to do stuff. 1, 4 would mean we're 5 or higher. But either way, that does work. Oh, we're dropping frames again? Darn it. What's happening? So we can just repeat that. for this one and this one. Don't think we can repeat it on this one. It does mean there's a 2 down here somewhere. I don't know. We just have to wait out the frames. I'm going to stare at this puzzle while we do that. Yeah, these 2's point up, making this one a 2. So 2 down here. So does this Kropki do the same thing? I don't think so. 4, 8 does leave, for example, 5, 6, 7 in here. So the boxes where 2 is taken off this Renban does squeeze the range to 3 to 9. And 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9, 8, 7, 6 overlaps with the 6. So we always have a 6 on our Renbans. There's a 6 down here, and there's a 6 up here. Looks like I'm not dropping again. You guys want to refresh? Yeah, these V's are not V's. They are greater thans. They are that's why you put the alligator, right? No 6 on Renban in box 5. True. So now this Renban doesn't have a 6 on it, and it can't be 7, 8, 9. So this is from 1 to 5. So this is not 5, and that's not 1. So it has 2, 3, and 4 on it. These are not 2s. It's got 3 and 4 on it. It's getting messy. Two is forced onto this Renban. So this is either 1, 2, 3, 4 or 2, 3, 4, 5 also. This is not 1, that's not 5. Let's see here. I'm wondering if there's intended to be some sort of set argument here. Let's see. This is a 1, 2, 4 triple. Okay, this 1, 2, 4 triple sees down. We can hide 2 of them here, but at least one of 1, 2, 4 is on here. Which means there's no 9, 8, or I guess there could be a 7, 6, 5, 4. Yeah. So there's no 9 or 8 on this Renban. And there's no 6 on the Renban. So if there's no 9, 8, or 6, there's no 7. Oh yeah, no 6 on it already did that. So this is also from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not a 1, that's not a 5. So we have this diagonal of non-6 Renbans. This is not a 2. These aren't 2s. I don't need these 2s marked. Maybe I'll just do that for funsies. The diagonal of pain, yeah, look at the markings. I'm sure that's helpful for everybody. I still maintain that a Jovi wing is just claiming. Where's the 6 in column 1? It's not here and it's not here, so the 6 is down here and that claims the rest of the box. There's your Jovi wing. Can any other Renbans be 2, 3, 4? Well, the 2 is taken out of these ones. Maybe you mean like here. Right. This one can't have 2, 3, and 4 on it because that removes 2, 3, and 4 from this black dot. So it can't be 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, or 4, 8. So this needs at least a 6 on it. This has a 6 on it. Yeah, it's like one of these guys. Interestingly, if we can prove this has a 6 on it, that places this 6. One and 2 are here. I'm not marking that. Consider the 1 in box 1. I'm not sure I follow. I know you guys are talking about box 1, but we're trying to prove this can't have a... We're trying to prove this must have a 6 on it, which means that we're trying to prove it can't be 1 or 2 on it. I don't see what that has to do with 1 in this box. Why must 1 be in row 1 of box 1? If this has 2, 3, 4 on it, then this is 2, 3, 4. Aha. Oh, okay, I see. And so that makes this a 1, 2 pair, and that removes 1 from the box. Okay. I wasn't looking far enough ahead. So this doesn't have 2, 3, 4 on it. Hey, Taylor Place, how you doing? Just pencil 1 in box 1. Oh, I see, because we have the 1, 2, 4 triple taking 1 out of these 2 cells. So 1 is in one of these 2. Yeah, so we proved that we can't have all of 2, 3, 4 on here. And both a 1 and a 2 would force that. So this doesn't have a 1 or a 2 on it, which means it does have a 6 on it. And now we get our first digit. That's a 6. What's wrong with 3 on it? Three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so this can't have a 3 on it either, because that would line up with the 3 here. I'm dropping 60% of my frames. I can't lower my bitrate that much. I haven't had this issue in a while. I hope I'm live again. We're back? Okay. Not dropping frames. I rebooted my modem and router. Maybe that'll do it. It's always the first thing to try, right? No, I did not solve the puzzle while stream was down. Right, so 1 and 2 are up here, and they're not on the Renban. So this is a 1-2 pair. Something that we haven't really pointed out is that no 2 of these Renbans can be exactly the same set of digits. Because if they were, then all 4 of them would have to go up here, for example. So within any box row or box column, we can't have 2 repeated Renbans. Okay, this 1-2 pair looks down. That puts a 1-2 pair here. That's true. So I'm wondering about these that have 6 forced on them. I don't think their range is restricted enough to do much with that yet, but something to keep in mind. Ah, yes, we have a 1-2 pair on this Renban. So we actually found our first true Renban of 1, 2, 3, 4. And the greater than sign does a little bit of work there. So does the 2. Rocky Protect. So 2 is forced here, but that doesn't force it on the Renban because of the triangle shape of it. So we know that none of these have 1 on them, but we already knew that. Hey, H-Dub, you had 3 hours of baseball practice. Nice. Hope you had fun. That's true. We proved that 3 can't be on this Renban. So 3 is up here. Feels like ages ago we proved that. So, but we know it's on this Renban, so that's not super helpful. Well, does that mean... If we could force 3 onto here, this would be 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, it can't be. Oh, no, yeah, it would be. That would be 1. It would be 2, 4. I don't see it. I guess an interesting observation. I don't know if this goes anywhere, but we did say that 2 is in this quad here. So I wonder if we can prove it's not here, because if 2 were here, this would be 1, 4. That forms a 1, 2, 4 triple here that goes along with the 1, 2, 4. Well, this isn't quite 1, 2, 4, is it? But it goes along with the 1 that points, and it forces this to be 1, 2, 3, 4. But I don't see why that would be problematic. If 2 were on this Renban, this is Derek's point, if 2 were on this Renban, then the only option is 1, 2, 3. If it was 2, 3, 4, then that removes all options for this black dot. Can't be 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, or 4, 8. So it would be 1, 2, 3, and that would force this to be 4, 8. So actually this cell here is 1, 4, or 8 due to where 2's end up. This is a 2, this is a 1, 4. If these are 2's, this is a 4, 8. Oh no, if these are 2's, this is 2, 3, 4. No. These are 2's, this is 1, 2, 3, and this would be 4, 8. Okay, yeah. So this is either the 2 or it's a 4-8. Row 7, column 4. I'm not sure what that is referring to. Ah, I see what you mean. If this was 2, 3, 4, that lines up with this 2, 3, 4, and that forces 2, 3, 4 up here. So both 3 and 4 would be in this cell simultaneously. It doesn't work. So this can't be 2, 3, 4. It can't be 1, 2, 3. So 2 does not go on here. 2 does indeed go on here. And this is a 1, 4 pair. That means 1s are forced onto this here. So this is another true 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not a 1. That's not a 4. These aren't 2s. Ah, this 2 now looks over here, places this 2. Okay. So this is from 3 through 9, but that doesn't help because it's 3 in size. Actually, this can't have a 3 on it, because if this had a 3 on it, it would be 3, 4, 5, and the 3 and 4 again would line up and be forced into there. So this is at least 4, but it still doesn't force a specific digit. If it was 4, 5, 6, so if this was 4, 5, 6, we'd have the 4 here. These 6s would line up, and this would be a 6. I don't see a problem. Yeah, one of these is a 2. Because one of these is a 2, either it's the larger one putting a 1 here, or it's the smaller one. Or, yeah. Either this is a 2, meaning this isn't 3, or this is a 2, meaning this isn't 3. So yeah. Lots of ways to see that. If this was 3, this would be 4. There'd be nowhere for 2. That makes a 1-2 pair. So this is not 1. We have a virtual 1-2 pair. Kind of knew that already. I can pencil 1s in this box. Oh, true. We know 1 can't be on the Renban anymore, and 1's not here. So 1s are here, and they point up, meaning this is a 2-4 pair. So this can't have a 4 on it. So this is from 5 through 9. So it has 6, 7, and 8 on it. This is not a 5, that's not a 9. Of course, yes, this 2-4 pair looks back down, making that a 1. We could have actually placed the 1 because we knew about the 1-2-4 triple. It's okay, we got it done. That's 3. That's 4. That's 1. We're getting digits. This is nice. Why can't this be a 1? Oh, this one looks up, so these ones point. My stream disconnected again. All right. How are we now? I lowered the bitrate by half. Okay, it might look uglier, but hopefully this works. All right, yeah, so these ones look over. So there's a 1 in one of these two, which is helpful. That looks up. That places this 1 and this 4. That looks back down for the 2 and the 4. Oops, the 2 and the 1. And this is 4 and 2. These are not 1s. Okay, it looks like lowering the bitrate helped a bit. We know one of these is a 2. So again, this lower digit can't be 3 or 4. That makes a 1-2 pair here. Oh, 1 in box 5 is just placed. I didn't see this 1-2 pair looking down. So this has to be the 1. And so now we know that this is also a 1, 2, 3, 4 Renban. So that's a 2. I suppose this greater than was to resolve this deadly pattern here. Let's see. All right, hopefully the stream's okay. Hey Thunderbolt, welcome. 3 in column 1. I don't see it. One of these 3? Three in box 1. Right, 3 can't be on the Renban, so 3 is one of these 2. Four in box 4. This 4 looks over. Can we not have a 4 on here? Oh, we must have a 4 on there. Yeah, these 4s look in. There's a 4 in one of these 2. Oh, and this 3-4 pair looks in, so the 4 is placed. How are we doing on 4s? Yeah, I haven't dropped many frames. I do have a warning that my bitrate's lower than they recommend, but if I bump up my bitrate, then I drop frames again, so we're gonna deal with that. 4 in box 2. 4 goes on this, and there's no 3 on it, so this is 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is not 4 and that's not 7. 8-9 pair in box 3. I really don't see that. I'm sorry. Oh, because 8 and 9 are up here. So this is a 3-8-9 triple. That puts 8-9 down here, so that's not a 9. So this is 5-6-7. These are from 3-5-6-7. Unfortunately, I think this can be 3-4-5. Because I would just put a 3 here. So we know there's a 5 on here. So these are from 3-5-6-7. This one can't be 3 and this one can't be 7. 3-4 pair looks over. So now this can't be 5. Oh yeah, this couldn't have 3-4-5 because both 3 and 4 would go here. Sure, that'll help. So this has 7 and 8 on it because it's from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not a 5, that's not a 9. Four is a line in box 2s and 5. There's a 4 in one of these two. So these are also from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not a 5, that's not a 9. So now 3 joins the 4. 3, 4 pair. That's not a 3. So this has 6, 7, and 8 on it. So the 7s line up. So 7 is in one of these two. Wait. 7 for this row is now up here. And that resolves this 6, 5, 3. So these are from 7, 8, 9. That's not a 7. Row 4. Yeah, where does 3 go in the row? It joins the 1s over here. So that's a 1, 3 pair. That puts a 5 here. So this does not have a 5 on it. So we can remove the corners and we can say this is not a 6. None of these are 6s, so this is not a 7. These are 5, 7, 8, 9, not 7s. So 5 is in one of these two. That means there must be a 5 right here for the column. And so this is 7, 8, 9. We have a 7, 8, 9 triple here. This is the 6 for the row. These 6s look up. These 5 look up. That's not a 5. That's not a 6. So we know we had to have a 6. That goes here. This doesn't have a 5 on it. So we actually know what these digits are. They're from 6, 7, 8, 9. So this can't be a 6. This is a 7. It's the only place for 7 in the row. This 5 looks up. The 6 looks up. The 6 looks down. This is not a 4 or a 5. I don't think this can be 5, 6, 7. Oh no, it could be. Never mind. These aren't 5s. Ah, this can't be a 4, that's true, so this can't be a 5. Just because 4 doesn't reach 7. True, this can't be 5, 6, 7. This is Icecape's point. This can't be 5, 6, 7 because then we'd have 5 cells for 3, 5, 6, 7, which is only 4 numbers. So we can't put a 5 here. So this is 7 or 8. This is not a 6 or a 7 because this has to be bigger. So now we know this is 7, 8, 9. So these are not 7s. That places this 7, 5, and 6. Bet cell was a 5. Congrats. We have a 7, 8, 9 triple here. So this is from 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not 1 or 2. So this is a 3 or a 4, and that makes a 3 or 4 pair here, getting us 6 and 3. This is also a 3 or... Wait. Not a 3 or 4. No, this is just a 4. That's not 4. This is 5. This is 3 and 4. You need a 5. It goes here for the row. This is a triple. Oh, we placed the 6. And now this is definitely a triple. 7, 8, 9. We don't have a lot of 7, 8, 9s placed yet. Okay. This is 3, 7, 8, 9. But it's not 7 or 8 because that's not on here. In fact, this can't... 5 is now forced onto here, so this can't have a 9 on it. That is a 3-9 pair. So that's 8, 7. The Wordle should be released on time. But please don't talk about it in stream. Some people may not have done it. Alright. Either of these is 6. Let's see here. 8 in box 6 looks over. 8 in box 6. Oh, this is an 8, so that's a 9. I don't know if that's what you meant, but that's what I got out of it. Out of your cryptic message there. There's no 8s here. Let's see. All right, 9 looks down. 8, 7, and 9. I think we're cleaning up, surprisingly. Honestly, even after having just solved this, I still don't know how it worked itself out. Kind of crazy. I wonder if there was some global concept that we just completely skipped by just twiddling everything. Let's see here. These can't be 9s or 6s. So that gives us 6 and 9 here. That's not a 9. This 9 does look up. That's 8, 3, and 9. 4 and 3. Well, for certain definitions of ineffectual Ambrose, like this, remove 9 from this cell, for example. There's subtle things that happen that we don't notice because we do it throughout the solve. Yeah, there's just a bunch of deadly patterns that the inequalities fix up. I'm sure I'm missing some really obvious scanning here. Such as the 4 in column 6 looking up. Okay, so that's 5. That's 7. 6 and 4. That's a 3, 2, and 1. See, that inequality did something. 9 and 3. Nine looks over. 8 and 9. 7, 5, and 8. 2 and 1. 9 and 7. 8 and 9. 8 and 5. 7, 8. And 3 and 1. Nice. And again, you can store the solution just by clicking that link there. Alrighty. Cool puzzle, Mormagli. Thank you. Let's see here. Zeta is comforted by the fact that he would never bet 5 because it's against his religion to bet 5. All right, third puzzle of the day, row 6, column 1 here. Derek requested specifically this day because it's Derek's anniversary today. So happy anniversary, Derek and Derek's wife, whose name I don't know, but I'm sure she is a person in her whole right. All right. All right, this is called The Isle 2. It's by Derektionary. Ah, her name's Sarah. I probably should have known that. But also congrats to Sarah on your anniversary. Normal Sudoku rules apply. That means in every row, every column, and in every box, we are putting the digits 1 to 9 exactly once with no repeats. These are called cages, where we have cells outlined by dotted lines. Digits in a cage sum to the value on the top left. So these three sum to 13. One way to do that would be 3, 4, 6. That would sum to 13. Lots of ways to do it, though. Green lines are German whisper lines. So as you move along the line, you have to have a difference of at least 5. So if I put a 4 here, the only value that can go here is a 9, because that's the only number that's 5 away from 4. But then from here, I could put, say, a 2, because that's 7 away. That's at least 5. And that works, and we can just keep going from there. This could be, say, a 7 or an 8. All right, so that's the green lines, German whisper lines. Digits separated by a white dot are consecutive. So if this is a 2, this could be a 1 or a 3, because 1 and 3 are both consecutive with 2. It can't be a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Digits separated by a black dot have a 1 to 2 ratio. So another way to put that is 1 is exactly double the other. So if I put a 4 here, this could be a 2, because 4 is double 2, or this could be an 8, because 8 is double 4. Not all dots are necessarily given, so if this were 4, 8, there's no black dot, but that's perfectly fine. We're allowed to put 4, 8 next to each other without a black dot. It's just the black dot is only a positive constraint, not a negative constraint. All right, so that is how the rules for the puzzle. I'm going to get started now. 8 and 3 must contain a 1, and that's going to somewhat resolve this chain of black dots. Because we have, again, a Jovi wing here. 1s have to go here in this box, but 1s can't go on this black dot is the important bit. And so if we can't have a 1 on this chain of black dots, we also can't do 3, 6, because we could do 3, 6, and then what do you put here? Not a 3. So this is from 1, 2, 4, 8, but there's no 1, so it's from 2, 4, 8. We know the middle's going to be 2, and it's surrounded by the middle's going to be 4, and it's surrounded by a 2, 8. 5s can't go on a German whisper line, so this is going to be a 5. Let's see here. This now sees a 4, so it's either 1, 2, can't be 2, 4, 4, 8, or it's 3, 6. So that's somewhat limited. And so, yeah, so now we can think about where do 4, 6 go on this line? They can only go on the edges. This is not going to be a 1. And then the 4 is going to force a 9, the 6 is going to force a 1. And now we can ask where do 3, 7 go? They have to go here, because if I put like a 3 here, it would have to be surrounded by 8, 9, but the 9's already used up. So the 3 is going to be next to one of the 9s. So this is going to be 3, 7, and this is going to be 2, 8. That's always how these lines end up resolving. Oh, so this could be a 1. Never mind. Let's see here. This 4 does look up. That resolves this completely. So this is going to be 4, 9. I was right. 3, 8, 2, 7, 1, 4. Wait, I did that completely wrong from the start. 6, 1, 7, 2, 8, 3, 9, 4. All right. This isn't a 3, so it's not a 6. 22 and 3 is either 5, 8, 9 or 6, 8, 9, so it has a 9 in it, and that has to go here. So these are going to be from 5, 6, 7, 8. So the 21 cage doesn't have a 9 on it, so now it has to be 6, 7, 8 to get to 21. So we now have a 5, 6, 7, 8 quad here, so 1, 2, 3, 4 go here. None of these are 3 or 4, so these aren't 1 or 2. That sees a 4, so that's a 3. That removes 3, 6 entirely from this. This is a 1, 2 pair. This is solving pretty quickly. That's a 4. So again, this is either 1, 2, or 3, 6. That's not 3, so that's not 6. So this is either 6, 7, 9, or 5, 8, 9. But if it was 6, 7, 9, we'd have nowhere to put 5 in the column. So basically 5 in this column is down here with the 8 is the way to put that. And that places this 8. That's not a 6, that's not a 3, so we actually have 1, 2 pairs here. So this sees a 1, 2 pair and an 8, so this has to be 3, 6. So there's a 6 in one of these two. 6 would have to go with 8 here. That seems to work. Oh, it's just 1, 2 pairs, Derek. Unless you're seeing a different X-Wing. 8 cage in box 7. So this 8 cage can't have a 4 in it, which means it's 1, 2, 5. You know where the 5 goes. That places the 1 for this 8 cage. 2, 5 or 3, 4. Can't be 2, 5, so it's 3, 4, because of the 1, 2 pair looking up and the 5. Pick your poison here. These 3s line up, so where's 3 in this row? Can't be in this box, can't be in this box, so it's right here. There's also the 5, 8 pair and the 2, 8 pair. Oh, this 5 looks over. That's 8 and 5. What else is resolved? The 2, 8 pair? Oh, the 1, 2 pair resolves 8 and 2. I see it now. This is a quad. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 6, 7, 8, 9. These are not 6s. Okay, so we can color these. Let's color them orange and let's call them green and purple. So where does green go in this box? Well, these greens look in, forcing this to be green. And so now we know that this is purple and this is green. Purple's forced into the 13 cage. So the 13 cage is not 3, 4, 6. Hey Martin, you just solved this on LMD and then turned on the stream? Nice. This 2 looks over, so that's 1 and 2. Thirteens have so many options right now. 3 in column 2. Actually, yeah, let's place that, and then let's place this pair. So 7 and 9 it looks like. It's not 7 or 9. There's a 4 in one of these two. Three in box 5. 3 in box 5 goes on the white dot because the 3, 6 looks down. And it can't go with the 2, so it goes 3, 4. And now this is a 4. This is 7, 8, or 9. This is a quad. Let's fill that. 5, 6, 7, 8. These can't be 8s. I see that 8. Oh, 5 and 8 are removed from the 13 cage. So it's 139 or 247. So this is 39 or 47, but it can't be a 7. That might end up distinguishing purple and green, but I'm not sure. We know there's a 1 up here somewhere. And it would be, if it was, never mind. Yeah, this is a 5-8 pair. Fives and 8s look in. This can't be an 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5. We need 6, 7, and 9. That's not a 9. 5, 6, 7 triple. First of all, the 5s claim. But that means we need purple in this column. So purple's here. So one of these two is purple. Hey Martin, you just finished a 2-hour Spanish lesson ahead of your vacation this month. So some logic in the form of Sudoku seems very welcome. Well, I'm happy to be of service. Let's see. $13 cage in box 2. Okay, well, it can't have 3 or 6. It's got a green in it. We know that. So if green were 2, it would have to be 2, 4, 7. Does 2, 4, 7 break? This would be the 7. And this would be 2, 4. I don't see that breaking immediately. Can't be 1, 4, 8. Be told. Yeah, it can't be 1, 4, 8 because 1 and 8 are seeing both of these, so they'd both be up here. So it's not 1, 4, 8. So it's either 1, 5, 7 or 2, 4, 7. So it always has a 7 in it. And that's placed here. So that's not green. So this, I was going to say this sees green and purple, but it doesn't. Logan, thanks for the super chat. $10 for Derek's 10 to the 0 anniversary. Yes, I can see exactly why you picked 10 for that reason.
Logan Wall donated $9.99 through super chat. $10 for Derek's 10 to the power of 0 anniversary.
Thanks, Logan. Wow, Brian actually read it as 10 to the 0. That's pretty impressive, Brian. This is a quad. That actually might be helpful. We have 1, 2, 3. We need 4, 5. We have 6. We need 7 and 9. That's not 5 or 9. That's not 5. That's not 4. That's not 4. So the 4s are actually, that's actually really useful. Where's 4 in this column? It's here. We probably could have found that some other way. So that's not a 4. So this cage can't have 4 in it. So it's 1, 3, 9. So we know that purple is 1. We know that green is 2. There's not a 1 in here. There's a 2 in here. And there's a 1 in one of these. And we can get rid of all the coloring here. So this is 1, 3, 9. Place the 9. This is 4, 7, 9. Whoops. Oh no, it's not. I'm lying. This is a single. This is 8. No. What is it? 1. It's a 6. Okay, got it. So now this has a 2 in it, so it's 2, 4, 7. That's a 2, 4 pair. This is 3 and 4. This is 1 and 3. This triple. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5, 8, and 9. That's not 9. Seize 1. Okay, so 5 would go with 6, not with 4. 8 would go with 7 or 9. So we have a 7-9 pair here though, so this has to be 6, 5. That's an 8. These are not 8s. That's a 6. That's not a 6. This is 7 and 9. That's resolved. That's not a 9 or a 7. That's an 8 because it's a 7-9 pair in the box. We have 3 and something. 7. That's 4 and 7. 4 and 6. These are not 6. These are not 7. This is a 1. I must have missed a color. These can't be 5s. That makes this a 5 and an 8. These are not 7s. Can 5, 9 be resolved? Not that I can tell. Wait, hold on. Where's 6 in this row? That's here. Oh, this 8 looks over. That's 7. That's 9. That's 6. That's 5. Okay, that's all resolved. That's 5, and this is 8. 6 and 7. I need 5 and 9 here. Don't think that's resolved. Not yet. I need a 1 and something. 1 and 6. We can resolve that. That's a 7. That's 9. That's 7. That's 8. That's a 9. What do I need here? I need a 2 and a 5. And now I'm just missing some scan somewhere. Yeah, the 9 there. That's 5 and 9. That's 2 and 5. That's 4 and 2. 3 and 4. 6 and 3. And we're done. Nice. Nice approachable puzzle there, Derek. Thank you. I don't know if Worm bets 6 or 9 first. But this is the third puzzle. You bet 9 on the odd puzzles? Nice. Alrighty. Let's start the next puzzle. Happy anniversary again, Derek. Region Sum Thermos. Interesting. Row 1, column 3 is our bet cell. This is called Duality. It's a region Sum Thermos by riffclown. We have normal Sudoku rules, which means in every row, every column, and every box, every box, we are putting the digits 1 to 9 exactly once each. All thermos are also region sum lines. Okay, so that's a neat idea. Okay, so thermos, first of all, from the ball bend, the circle is the ball bend, they have to strictly increase. So if I put a 2 here, this has to be bigger than 2. We could put, say, 4. This has to be bigger than 4. So we go 5, 6, 7, 9, for example. So that would be, if this was just a normal thermo, that would be a way to fill this thermo. But in addition to that, for every box the thermo passes through, you take those cells. So let's call those purple and those green. And so the thermo occupies these cells in box 2 and these cells in box 5. And so the purple cells have to have the same sum as the green cells. So I can already predict that all the thermos have fewer cells in their tip than in the bulb. And that's it. Let's start solving. I'm going to look at this one here. So first, I'm gonna good lift this 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. But I think this is going to reduce much further. But I wanted to see what we were dealing with here. This doesn't have a 6 in it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sums to 15. So these two have to sum to at least 15, but they're in no danger of not summing to at least 15. In fact, they don't sum to 15. They could. 7, 8 could sum to 15. Okay, so how big can this get is the question. Can we omit 1? If we did 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that would be 20. That would be too high. So the bulb is definitely a 1. Now, can we omit 2? These would be 3, 4, 5, 6, which sums to too high, I think, still. That sums to 18 already, and that's what would be 19. So no, this has to be a 2. So 5, 6, 7 is already 18, so there's no way this is 5. In fact, from 15, we have 2 degrees of freedom. So this one can increase by 1, and this one can increase by 2. So I think that's how that works. And this one does have to be a 3. So this was a 4. 4, 5, 6, 2, 1 is 18 already. So yeah, this is 1, 2, 3. And then if this was a 4, that would sum to 10. I knew that already. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 10. So that could be a 7. And that could be 8, 9. I'm wondering if 6 is actually possible, though. If we add, yeah, 6 is fine. Doesn't force anything. Okay, so that's how that one works. That took longer than it needed to. These are at least 10, but that's not a problem. I can good lift this one too. So naively, this is how we would fill the thermo. That's not a 6. But we can say that these can't add to more than 17. So they have 7 degrees of freedom. I think 4 still eats up too much. So 4, 5, 6, 7 is 22. Yeah. The red circle is the bet cell. I added that myself. It's not part of the puzzle. You just bet what you think it's going to be. For bragging rights, it's just fun. Little fun thing. How do I want to think about 7 degrees of freedom on this thermo? Maybe what I think about is first 2, 3, 4, 5 is 14. That's fine. 3, 4, 5, 6 is 18. That's not fine. So this has to be a 1 or a 2 for sure. Now, 5, 6, 7 is 18. That doesn't work. 6, 7 is 13 plus 1 plus 2. That works. So I don't think we can limit this further than that. This is interesting to me because these two add to this one, and this can't have a 1 on it anymore. So the max we could do is 4, 5 on here, adding to 9. So the minimum here is 5. Oh, true. So we can do it the other way as well. If this was a 4, this would add to 10, but we can't add to 10 here. The minimum we're adding to here is 12. So that's not a 4. So that's not a 5. No, it could be 5. Oh yeah, it couldn't be. This is minimum 5. So now these add to minimum 13. So yeah, we could do 6 plus 7 and then 6 plus 7. Oh wait, no, we couldn't. This interaction is really strange at the high end. If this was a 7, this would be 8, 9. That would add to 17. These would have to add to 10. They could add to 10. Like 1, 3, 6. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. You think this can be higher? Yeah. This could be as high as 7. This can't... This can't be higher than 4, though. So, yeah, 3, 4, 5 adds to... Wait, hold on. What are we talking about? Hey, Tristan, welcome. 4, 5, 6 adds to 15. 5, 6, 7 adds to 18. That's too high. Yeah, so this is 1. This is 1 through 4. Just can't be 5. Same thing here. We could do 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can't be 2 for the sum to work. That seems pretty complex of an argument, unless you have a simple way to see it, Todd. I don't immediately see that. We could look at this one as well. This one can't exceed 4. And this one's at least 5. No, it's at least 3, unfortunate. No, it can't be 3, though, so it's at least 4. So if this was a 6, oh no, this can't be a 6. So could this be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? That adds to 9. 3, 2, 1 does not add to 9. So yeah, this can't be a 5. So this is from 7, 8, 9. And that does make a 7, 8, 9 triple. So the rest of these are from 1 through 5. What's that do? That's not a 1. Why can't we do 1, 2, 3 on here? Solid void. Oh, because this can't be a 2. Oh, I see. This is at least 4. That's right, because it sees 1, 2, and 3 also. So this is 4 through 8. This is 5 through 9. One, 2, 3 in this box are in these cells. So 2 of them can hide off this thermo, but 1 of them is on this thermo. So this can't be a 4 or a 5, or that removes too many 1, 2, 3s from the box. Ice Cube saw that too. 5, column 7. True. If this were 7, well, hold on. No, I think we can do 7, 5, 4, 3, 2. That adds to 12, and that adds to 12. So 7 does work. Oh no, 4, 3, 2 adds to 9. I'm trying to think of a clean way to prove that. I still don't have a good way to think about this. Can this be a 4? 4, 5, 6. It is tricky to think about. I don't have a clean way to think about these right now. But I don't think 7 works. I think I think you're right that 7 doesn't work, but I don't know why 7 doesn't work. And it affects this greatly, so I want to see if I can prove that in a clean way. Well, yeah, it's not possible, but why isn't it possible? I like to get clean logic here. So 7 is going to really restrict this. So let's if this was 7, let's good lift this. Oops. So the max this could add to is 3, 4, 5, which is 12. But that makes this, forces this to be 6, 7, which is 13. So this can't be, this can't be a 5 because we can't reach that high. So that removes 5, 4, 3 from here. So now the max this can be is 2, 3, 4, which is 9, and this can't achieve 9. So I don't know exactly how that happened, but can't be 7. That places this 7, 6, 5, 4. Oops. 7, 6, 5, right? So this adds to 13. We have 5 already, so these add to 8. So they have to have a 1. Can't do 1, 2, 5, so it has to be 1, 3, 4. That cleans that up. Cleans that up. Yeah, like Martin, that kind of argument just bothers me because it's a proof by cases, and when there's a lot of cases, it's like, was there a more, interesting way to look at this that then we can apply to other thermos in the puzzle? Because if I have to look at cases on every thermo, that's just going to be annoying. So if we can think of a nicer way to think about these thermos, that would be very nice. So now this is at least 2. So at minimum, this is 2, and then this can't be 3, so this would go to 4. And this can't be 5, so this would go to 6. This can't be, this could be 7. So we can go 7, 8 here, 6, 7 here, 4, 5, 6 here, and 2, 3, 4. 5 here. We knew 5 was too big, right? Or 5 just doesn't work. We already proved that. So at minimum, this adds to 15. And at maximum, this adds to 16. So I don't think this can be a 2, because even 2, 6, 7. Here we go thinking about this weird again. If this is a 7, it forces this to be 17. These have to add to 10. So we'd have to do 4, 6. So that's not a 2. If this is a 6, these could add to as low as 15. But these would have to add to 9. And you can't add to 9 with a 2. So this is never a 2. So at least that proves that. But again, it's a weird cases thing. So 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 definitely works. Box 4 does have an 8, 9 pair. Let's resolve that. So that's a 7. That can't be 7. So these add to 15 or 16. That adds to 6 already. So this adds to 9 or 10. So it's either 4, 5 or 4, 6. This can never be a 5 because adding to 11 is too big. We can't get to 17 anymore. So this is a 4. And then these are linked. Okay, so this is interesting. There's a 7 in one of these for the box. If this was the 7, this would be an 8 or 9 with a 1 or a 2. Seems to be okay. I would force this to be a 7. So this, oh, wait, this would be 8. 7 here does a lot. Can we prove this can't be 7? So if this was 7, this would be 6. This would add to 15 or 16. This would add to at most 9. This could be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That works. Darn it. Can be 7. Is this always 4 then? Because otherwise this is an 8. That's 8, 9. That's 17. We'd have to max this out. So this is always 4. Pretty sure that's right. So this always has an 8 on it. Hey, Naughty Healer, thanks for the kind words. That's not an 8. Column 4, 6, 7 in column 4 are here. So that's not a 6 or 7. It's a good spot. Even on parity is an interesting idea. Not sure where to apply it at the moment. So this is consecutive, right? This is either 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or it's well, kind of consecutive, or it's 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's always a 6 in here, a 7 between these, and an 8 between these. So this can't be 6 or 7. So it's only 5 or 9. 5 would require 2, 3 here, and 9 would require 4, 5 here. So this is either, oh my gosh, what happened? This is either 2, 3, or 4, 5. That's the only options, right? So now we have a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with a 4. So 1, 2, 3 go here. That's not a 3. That's not a 1. And that prevents this from being 2, 3. Because that breaks this cell. So this is 4, 5, 9. This is 8, 7, 6, 5. This is a 9. This is a 6 for the sum. That's not a 7, unfortunate. That's okay. This all resolved pretty nicely anyway. This is 8. That forces this to be 7 and 1. This is not a 1 anymore. There's probably something with this that I can do. Let's see. Just looking for anything obvious, though. This can't be 4, 5, 6, or 7. Can it be a 3? I think 3, 2, 1 actually works. Otherwise, it's an 8 or a 9, which is interesting. What do we have left here? 7, 9 look down, so that's 7, 9. And so then this is 5, 8. We know the order. So let's fill this. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 goes here. That's not a 1, so that's not a 2. This can't be a 4. Neither can that, so that's a 4. And now this is a triple, and that should help the thermo here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I missed the bet cell. 5, 6, 8, 9. These aren't 8s. That's not a 5. That's not a 5 or a 6. Oh, it's not a 9 either. So that's an 8. So we either have 2, 6. Oh, can't do 2, 6 because of the given. So it's 3, 5. Very nice. That's not a 5. And I think we got our bet cell. Bet cell's a 5. Or zeta. Let's see. 2 and 4. This is a 9. Oh, it's seen a 6 this whole time. When did that 6 appear? Let's see. This isn't an 8. I think this can still be 3, 2, 1. All right, let's figure this out. I think this row is going to be, because the 3, 4 looks down, and this row needs a 3, 4. In fact, 4 is one of these. This is not a 3. None of these are 3s. So what can this be? It can't be 1. It could be 2. It can't be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess 9 is its other option. This certainly can't be 5. 5 was always too big for this cell. And this can't be 4 because this can't be 5. So it's a 1 or a 2. So if this is a 3, this is a 2, 1. If this is a 9, then we either are 8, 1 or 7, 2, but we can't be 7, 2. So this is never 2. This is always 1. Crazy. It's either 1, 2, 3 or 1, 8, 9. Oh, it can't be 8. It's only 1, 2, 3. That's cool. That's 2 and 3. That's 9. This is not a 2. This is 3 or 4. Cool, cool. This 9 sees over. That's 7 and 9. That's not a 7. All right. For this row, I need a 1 and a something. A 1 and a 9, it looks like. I bet this is limited now. But I think Sudoku will help us figure it out without having to go through too many cases. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example. These are down to 6 and 9. 9 can't go on that thermo. So we know this adds to 15. So this has to be 7, 8. There's no other option to add to 15. And we know the order because it's a thermo. This is now 3, 4, 2, and we've got a 1, 5. Oops, actually 5 is placed. And 8. Three is placed in column 9 because of that 3. This is a triple. We have 1, 2, and 9 left. That's not a 9. None of these are 1s. That's a 1, 2, and 9. 7 and 8 are left. Don't think that's resolved. Here we have a triple. Oh, no, this is 2 and 1. So 4, 5, 6 are left. That's not 5, that's not 6, that's not 4 or 5. So that resolves. That's not a 7. 7 goes here. That's a 6. This is 8. Okay, so in this box we need a 1. That's somewhere here. We need a 2. Somewhere there. We need a 3. We know where the 3 goes. And we need a 9. So I guess that's a 2-9 pair for now. Once he's up, that's 8 and 1. Okay, in this box, oh no, this is a 9. That's 2 and 9. Okay. This box we need a 2. We should be able to place everything. Yeah, 2. We need a 6, 7, and 8. Very nice. Cool puzzle, riffclown. I never thought of combining region sums with thermos. Nice. I did notice the solution was embedded. Thank you for doing that. I actually have to prep the next puzzle, so give me a moment. All right. My glasses are a bit smudged. All right, this puzzle is called Your New Class Schedule. It's by Ambrose. So we have standard Sudoku rules. In every row, every column, and every box, we place the digits 1 through 9 exactly once. Standard arrows. So these are arrows. Digits on an arrow sum to the value in the circle. So if this was 1, 2, 4, those sum to 7, that we'd have to fill a 7 in the circle. Standard 159 rules. So you'll notice that column 1, column 5, and column 9 are highlighted in red. That signifies we are a 159 puzzle. So what that means is in column 1, the digit that you place in the column, say a 6 here, tells you where the 1 goes in that row. So the 6 here tells you that the 1 goes in column 6. And in this column, that tells you where the 5 goes. So a 3 here would say put a 5 in column 3. So that's how that would work. And this tells you where the 9 goes. So a 2 here says put a 9 right there. And those are the rules. Just those. Oh, see you, Derek. Have a good one. Good to see you, John. All right. So a 3-cell arrow is always, if you can't repeat on the arrow, then it has to add to at least 6. This one you can repeat. So this one you can't repeat. So this is at least 6. Same with this one. Okay, so the 9 can't go in 2, 3, or 4. So this is not a 2, 3, or 4. This is a 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so none of these can exceed 6. So and these can't. Okay, so 8 and 9 are in these 3 cells. If we had a 7, oh no, these can't repeat either. Okay, so 7, 8, 9 are just in these 4 cells. Sorry, 4 cells. Oh, but okay, but only so here's a property of 159 that we're going to use here. Within a box column that's marked red, you have 1 of 1, 2, 3, 1 of 4, 5, 6, and 1 of 7, 8, 9. And the reason for that is if I put any of 1, 2, 3 here, that's going to put a 9 over here. That takes 9 out of the rest of the box. If I try to do another 1, 2, 3 over here, I'd have to have 2 9s in the box. That's not going to work. So we're going to have 1 in this box, 1 in this box, and 1 in this box in some way. And so we're going to have 1 of 1, 2, 3, 1 of 4, 5, 6, 1 of 7, 8, 9. Now 7, 8, 9 are limited to these 4 cells, but only one of them can go in these 2. So the other 2 have to go here. These are both from 7, 8, 9. And that's going to put 9s here and 9s here. And actually we can see this can't be a 9, so this can't be an 8. Now additionally, 6 and 7 just don't work here because 6 and 7 require 1 and 2. Okay, well, actually 6 doesn't work. Here, let's look at this one first. This one's maybe a little easier. Actually, I'm not sure. But yeah, so 6 doesn't work because 1, 2, 3 would put 2 1, 2, 3s in here. So that's not a 6. 6 here, 1, 2, 3 would still put 2 1, 2, 3s there. So 6 doesn't work here either. Now I'm wondering about 7. 1, 2, 4. One of these would be a 4, so we'd have this. But I think that's actually okay. And then same here, 1, 2, 4. One of these would be a 4. Now the other thing we know is that these 5 cells add to 15, and then we have one more cell. So these add to at least 16. So these 2 add to at least 16. So there's always a 9 here. We can't do 7, 8. And a 9 being in one of these 2 means that there is an 8 in one of these 2. And so neither of these can be 8. We now have our 7, 9 pair. This doesn't add to 9, which means there is a 1 in one of these 3, which means this is a 2, 3, or 4. Hmm. I think this cell is always from 1, 2, 3. Because a 3-cell arrow always has 2 of 1, 2, 3 in it. Because if you think about it, otherwise you'd have, say, 1, 4, 5 would be the minimum, and that has to 10. So we have 2 of 1, 2, 3 on these arrows, and only one of them can go up here. So one of them's up here, and the other one's here. And same thing, only one of them can be here, so the other one's here. Minor deductions. But this places a 9 over here, for what it's worth. Oh, 8 was limited to these two, and that takes 8 out of here. So this actually does add to 16. So now we know that these have to be from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can't include a 6. Otherwise, they would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, which adds to 16, and then this would be 17. And that doesn't work. So I don't think these could be 3s either, can they? Well, I'm not sure. So that means there's definitely... Hold on, this doesn't work. No, I messed up. I forgot the 4s. I did not mess up. I just forgot 4. So one of these has 2 of 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and one of these has 2 of 1, 2, 3, and a 5. Well, the 7 is 1, 2, 4. Okay, this can't ever be a 3, because either this is a 1, 2, 4, which puts 3, 5 here, and that's a 1, or this is a 7, and 1, 2, 4 doesn't include a 3. Can it be a 2? 2 with a 3, 4 to add to 9, or 2 with a 1, 4 to add to 7? So this is a 6, 8 pair. So we know there's a 9 somewhere here. Oh, there's no freedom. This had to be the 1. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 adds to 15, and that's a 1. Okay, yeah, that's a good way to put it. So there's no 1s there. This cell can't be a 9, so that's not a 3. This cell can't be a 9, so this is not a 4. This cell can't be a 9, so that's not a 5. Okay. So now this can't be 2, 3, 4, because that breaks this cell. So this has a 1 in it also. What do I do with that? That means that there's definitely a 9 over here. Oh, right. Oh, even more importantly, it can't be 1, 2, 4 either. Because that breaks this cell. So this has to be the 9. That's the 7. This is 2 and 4. Places 9's here. This doesn't have 2 or 4 in it, so it's 1, 3, 5. There's a 9 in over here. There's not a 9 here. This is not a 9. We knew that. Okay. Hey, Trippery, how you doing? Okay. This can't be 9 anymore. So now these are from 1 through 6. Even with a repeated digit, you can't put a 7. 7, 1, 2 has to... Oh, you never could have. I can't do 6, 1, 2 anymore, though, so it can't have a 6 on it. 2 of these cells always see each other, so we're going to have a minimum 3 on there. But this could be 1 with a 1, 2, so this could be as low as 4. So we can't put a 5 in the 4 slot, so that's not a 4. If this was a 3, this would be a 5, and that would be too big. So this is not a 3. That's not a 5. This 9 sees over, that places this 9. And so now this is the 6 and 8. Nice. Good spot worm. This 1 places this 8. Nice. So now this can't even be an 8. So now we can't do 5, 1, 2. So there's no 5s on here at all. So there's a 5 over here. But, okay, that's fine. This is not a 4, it sees 1. This is not a 2. How do I put 2 1s on this arrow? Like this? All right. This digit, how do we want to think about that? We can't do 5, 1, 1. So that's not a 5, but this could be 5, 1, 1. You're right. This cell sees both of these, so this cell's not the repeated digit. So if there is a repeated digit, it's in both of these, which puts it down here. Hey, Barry's Drawings, how you doing? We only speak English here because our mods only understand English, so if you could stick to English, that would be helpful. Arrow in row 1. Oh, I see. 5's in one of these two, which means 5 can't be in these 3. So this can't be a 7 or an 8, because that would place a 5 up here. So this has to be a 6, and this is 1, 2, 3. That's helpful. 6 places 5 here. Good spot. This is the 4. That places 1 here. So these are 7, 8, 9. That places the 8. This 1 looks down. So now this can't be 5 because that can't be double 1. So now there's a 5 over here. This can't be a 2. This can't be a 4. This is getting pretty small. I always try to get the Wordle video out at 3:30 my time. You can see my time above me. Forced to be 7? If this was a 2, I could do 1, 3. I could be a 6. I don't know how I'd be 4, though. If I have a repeated digit, it's these two. Ah, interesting. Yeah, because these two can't be the repeated digit, and these two can't be the repeated digit. So if I have a repeated digit, it's here. But if I have a repeated digit, it's only a 3. Repeated 3 would be 6, and then I'd have to be a 7. So I either have repeated 3s making a 7, or I have 3 different digits, which still can't reach 4 or 5. So that places a 5 in one of these two. And 5 can't be in 6, so that's a 7. And that's a 5, that's a 9, and that's a 7, that's a 9. Very cool. So now this could be repeated 3s with a 1, or we could be 1, 2, 4. Barrys, we don't make jokes like that here. See a solid void. Places 5. Yes, this 5 looks up, so that's a 5. So that's an 8. So we can't make this one 8. 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5. Yeah. This 5 looks down. There's a 5 in one of these two. Oh, this sees a 5, so this has to be the 5. I'm dropping frames again at this low bit rate. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what's wrong with my internet today. What happens if the arrow in row 7, column 4 is a 3? I don't know, what does happen? If that's a 3, then these two add to 4. So this would be 3 and 1. Doesn't seem like a problem to me. Oh, I see. You guys sometimes have weird ways of saying things. These two, if these two are the same digit, where do they go down here? They'd have to be a 1, 5, or 9. And we can't have a repeated 1, 5, or 9 here. So these do not repeat anymore. So now that there's no repeated digits on this arrow, it has to be a 1, 2, 4. So the 4 goes here. Yeah, that was Ice Cube's point. This is 3, 6, 7, 8. These are not 7, 8. These are not 3, 6. Would I like a riddle? As long as it doesn't derail the main focus of the stream, you can say a riddle. And as long as it follows the stream rules of being family friendly. What I don't want is everyone suddenly saying riddles in chat, and now chat is not paying attention to the stream. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4 is left in this box. This is also 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can't be a 3 because it sees a 3, 6. Can't be a 1, it sees a 1. What has many ears but cannot hear? Corn? 5 is placed in box 5. I see that it's in one of these two, which means there's a 4 in one of these. Ah, but if this was a 4, this would be a 5. And we'd have 2 5s in the box. So this can't be a 4, so that's not a 5. So we can place the 4 and the 5 in here. That's a nice spot. This can still be 2 7 or 3 6. But, okay, so 2 7 3 6, but this can't be a 6 or a 7. So this can't be a 2 or a 3. So 2 or a 3 puts a 5 in here somewhere. 9 in box 5. Yeah, I just did that. Okay. This cell's limited because it places the 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, or 7, but it can't be 7, so that's not a 1. So this is the 1, 2, or 3. That puts a 1 over here. Yeah, it does appear I stopped dropping frames, which is good. 1 can be placed in column 5, I'm being told. Ah, yeah, this one sees these, so we can place this 1. So that's a 2. 1 places 5 here. So these are from 2, 3, 9. Those are these cells. We know there's a 6 in one of these two, because there needs to, we have 4 and 5 used, and we need a 6 down here. This is also from 1, 2, 3, but it's not a 2. So there's a 1 in one of these. These are from 3, 6, 7, 8. I was hoping there'd be some way to clean that up, but I don't actually see it. Okay, there's a 6 up here for the column. This 2 does look up, nice. That's 3 and 2. So now we know there needs to be a 1, 2, or 3 in this column here, so it must be the 1, because 2 and 3 are used. So this is 3 and 2. That places a 1 there. That places a 1 there. This is not 3. Or 8. 7 in the box must go here now. That's 8 and 7. This is not 7 or 8. 1, 2, 3. We need 4 and 6 here. Okay, so are we limited in where 1 can go? 1 in this row can go in the 1. It can't go in any of these, and it could go in 7. In this row, it can go in the 1. Can't go in any of these. It could go in 7, 8. Oh, sorry, it could also go in 9. It could go 7, 8, or 9. Not an 8, though. Oh, this is 2 or 4. Hmm. Three in row 7 looks right. It does. That's 6, 3, and 6. This should be fillable. Oh, no, that was wrong. An 8. So this is 2 and 3. I'm not seeing how to resolve that. Row 6, this sees a 2 and a 4, so that's a 3. That's a 1. That places a 9 here and a 6 here and a 1 here. That's not a 1. These aren't 1s. So 9 goes somewhere here. That looks down. Oh, that sees a 9 already. Okay, what do we got? This is fillable. That's an 8. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, we need 3, 4, 5, 7. 5's not here. 3, 4, 7. These aren't 3's. These aren't 7's. What's left here? 2, 3, 6, 7. This is not a 6. Okay, what am I missing here? Oh, this can't be 9's. So there's a 1 in one of these with the 6. It's a 1, 6 pair. This can't be a 3. 6 in box 5. Ah, this 6 now sees over. That places this 6, so this is a 3 to add to 9. Neither of these are 3. 3 places this 5 by indexing. These are from 6, 7, 9. Make sure you guys are caught up to live. I did drop some frames. 3, 4. Ah, this 3, 4 pair does look down. So that's 6, that's 4, that's 7. These are not 7's. So this is a pair. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5 and 8. That's our pair. This 7 looks right. Thank you. 2. These are 4s. That's a 2. That's a 2. 7, 3, and 4. Betzel was a 3. Congrats, Brimster. That's not a 3. 2 looks down. That's 3. That's 2. So we have these pairs left. This needs to be a 3 or an 8. And this needs to be 4 or 7, it looks like. That 4 looks over, so that's 7 and 4. I think this arrow disambiguated these 2 rows, is what the purpose of that was. So this is 1 and 7. 6 and 1. 9 and 6. Oops, wrong way. 9 and 6. 2 and 9. 5 and 3. 8 and 3. 5 and 8. And we're done. Nice puzzle, Ambrose. Well, I did kind of use it earlier in the solve, but maybe not necessary. Very cool. Thanks, Ambrose. Looks like we got time for another. Alrighty, this looks interesting. We have diamonds today. Alright, see you, Ambrose. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for the puzzle. Another collab between Jakhob and Woofer. Very nice. This is, let me hit the bookmark here. This is called Parity Sweeper. It's by Jakhob and Woofer. We have normal Sudoku rules, so in every row, every column, and every box, we place the digits 1 to 9 exactly once. An odd digit in a diamond indicates the number of odd digits in the up to 9 surrounding cells, including itself. So if I put a 5 here, then that tells you how many odd digits are in this gray area, including itself. So we need 5 odd digits in this area, 4 more in this ring. An even digit in the diamond indicates the number of even digits. So if this was a 4, then that would tell you that there need to be 4 even digits in this area. All right, not all diamonds are necessarily given. Good, no negative constraint. So center of boxes. We know that these, let's see. If it's even, so this is a 4 or a 5. I don't know if we can, because it includes itself, we just know 1 through 9 are here. There's 4 evens and 5 odds, so it'll fulfill itself as a 4 or a 5. This cell here only sees 4, so this can't exceed 4, but it can't be 2 or 3. So if this was a 4, these would all be even. Otherwise, it's an odd. Oh, so these 3 are always even, right? If this is a 4, then that's telling you there's 4 evens in this area. If this is a 1, that's telling you that there's no more odds in this area. So these are always even. Use blue for even, which makes this a 4, and now this has to be the 1, and that's odd. That's a cool break-in. Yeah, you find there's no negative constraint and go, thank goodness. Yeah. We know this is even and this is odd. I leave it up to you to figure out why. Let's see. So if this were even, it would be the last even in the box. So we'd actually know that it would have to be, well, we wouldn't quite know. Well, it would have to be 3 because it couldn't be 4. Oh no, it would see 4. It would have to be 5 actually, but that doesn't work. That's really interesting. Okay, so if this was even, look at this area here. We know this would be odd, and this would be either even or odd. If this were odd, then this sees 4 in the. There's 4 gray blues, so it would have to be 4, but it can't be. And so otherwise, otherwise this is even, and now it sees 5 evens, and you can't build a 5 there because 5's not even. So we have just proven that this one's odd. And it can't see just 1 odd in this area, so one of these isn't. Oh, so it has to see 3 odds. So both of these are odd. I'm getting used to the constraint. Let's see. One of these is even. Evens and diamonds is interesting because it forces another even around it, at least. All right. There must be a way to grow out from here. What about this one? So if this was even, it would have to be at least 4. It would be 4 or 6. I guess what we know is that this is 1 through 6, but it's not 1, 2, or 3. So it's going to be describing most of its scene cells. Why can't this be an even 2? Oh no, this can't be an even 2. One of these is an odd that's at least 5. That's true. A 6 here would be saying that all of these are even, and now we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 evens in the column. That doesn't work. So that's not a 6. A 4 would mean that all of these have to be even, because we can only put 1 more even. Oh no, that's not true, because the 4 itself is even. Never mind. Let's call on one's business how many evens it has. Sure. This is 6 or 8. Okay. If this was even, it would have to be a... Oh no, okay, yeah. How can this be even? That's the question to ask. That makes these two odd. Let's look at these gray cells here. So it's even. It can't be a 2 because it already sees 3 evens. But could it be a 6? No, because at most we can make 5 evens in this range. So it actually cannot be even. It is odd. Can't be 1. Can't be 3. So it's 5, 7. It's not going to be 9. Can it be 7? All of these would be odd. It cannot be 7, because if it was 7, then that's saying that all of these are odd, and that removes the last even from the box. Another way to put it is one of these is going to be even. So the most odds we can do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a 5, and that is what we're doing. These two have to be odd. Hold on, did I not count this one? I didn't count that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is still bad, but I think 5 isn't as forced as I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. Only one of these is odd. We have an even odd pair here. And an even odd pair here. So the question is, can this be even? Let's uncolor this for a second. So if this was even, this would be odd. Because one of these is also even, it couldn't be a 2, couldn't be a 4, it would have to be a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't work, because that breaks these guys. That breaks the 5. So yeah, it's not even, it's odd, and this is even. These are from 2, 6, 8. They definitely contain a 2. So this is not a 9, so it's got to be 7, and that's a 9. In fact, can 9s be in diamonds? I think they could be, but it's hard. It's good progress. So now we know 7 of these have to be odd. We only get one more even in here. We knew one of these was even, so these have to be odd. Yeah, I was just thinking about this cell being odd. I think it could be. Or being 9, I mean. So both the 5 and the 7 are getting their last odd from here. So if this were odd, what would it be? It would be at least 5. But it couldn't be 7 or 9. So if this was odd, it would have to be 5. I don't know if I want to mark it that way. If this were odd, it would also be at least 5, but it couldn't be 5, so it would be 7 or 9. 7 would require all of these to be odd. It couldn't be a 1. It would have to be a 5. There's a 5 in one of these. Oh, this can't be 5. Yeah, there's a 5 in one of these two. Either this is a 5, in which case there is a 5 in one of these two, or it's not a 5, in which case this is a 7. And that's going to force all of these to be odd. So what can this be? It would have to be a 5. Because it would have to be odd, and it can't be 1 or 3. So yeah, there's definitely a 5 in one of these two. So how many evens can this see? It can see, okay, so it's going to see a 5. If this was even, we know that there would be 2 odds. Both of these would be odd. So if this was even, both of these would be odd because this would be a 5. And so we'd only be able to be a 2. So actually, this cell is only 2 or 5. I feel like there's some additional logic we could get out of that. If it was a 5, actually, if it was a 5, wouldn't we be done? Because a 5 would be done, all of these would be even. Suppose it reminds you of the embarrassing number of times you have started in your head to think of a puzzle based around a clue that counted the number of evens in a row. Right, this can't be 1, 3, or 5, so it is definitely even. So it's 2, 4, or 6. 6 seems unlikely. Oh, it can't be 2 either. C's a 2. Zeta, combine that with your halver idea, where 1 even in every row, column, and box is halved. Isn't row 2, column 4 either 2 or 7? It might be. I was going to think about this. If it's even, these are both, let's see. If it's even, can we get to 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't get to 6, so it would have to be 2, because it sees a 4. So if it's even, it's definitely a 2. If it's odd, it can't be 1, 3, or 5, so yes, it would be 7. So that is 2 or 7. Yeah, it's highly doubtful this can be 6, but not enough odds for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't we just make it with these two as odds? If this is 6, if all of these were even, then all of these are odd. No, yeah, that just breaks. Because we know one of these is even. Right. We know one of these is even, so we can't make all 4 of these even. So this is a 4. Easy enough. So are we supposed to count evens in these 2 rows? Because there's only 8 of them. So we have 4 in here. That's 4. So we only get 4 more. The rest of these have to be odd. Whoa, that counting argument is strong. Thanks, Garion. So let's go over that again. There's 8 evens in these rows. 4 of them are here. So we have 4 left. And 4 of them are in this 2x3 area. So the rest of these have to be odd, which is huge because that makes that a 7. That's a 2. That's a 5. That's even. That's odd. So one of these is even. Okay, the 7 is interesting because we have two evens seeing it. So these two are odd. That makes these even. This is a 6 or an 8. That's progress. This is 2, 6, 8. Oops. The 2 actually goes here, and this is 6, 8. These are from 1, 3, and 9. That's not a 3. This just has to be even for the box. It's a 6 or an 8. Okay, what else does this get us? This 5 here? It sees 1, 2, 3, 4. So it sees one more odd. So this is an odd even pair. Which again, I don't like marking too much, but this was even. Oh, this cannot be even. It sees all the evens. It sees 4, 6, 8 too. So this is the odd and this is the even. That's cool. This can't be a 2 though, so it's got to be a 4. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be 4 or 6. It can barely be a 6. If this was even, it wouldn't be a 2. I'm not sure. Row 4, column 5 can't be a 6 because Zeta would lose his bet. That's a good reason. What did you bet, Zeta? Zeta bet 2. Okay, we gotta be careful then. So we know the bet sells even and it's a 2. I'm kidding. Let's see. Maybe I should fill these. Can't be 7, can't be 5, 7, can't be 9. Three is gone from here. This invisible 3. This is a 1 or a 9. Oh, it's not a 1, so that's 9 and 1. These are not 1s. So these are 5, 7. The 1 can't be in that diamond. So this has to be even, because if it was odd, it would be a 1, and that's already broken. So this is even. It already sees 4, so it can't be a 2 anyway. I think 8. 8 is not possible, because we have two odds. So it's 4 or 6. 4 is already fulfilled. These would all be odd. 6 would require 2 more evens. Not sure how to do that. These are 1, 4, 6, 8. Okay, we've got 2 evens left in here, which means at least one of these is even. So this cannot be a 4 because it already sees 5 evens. So this is a 6. Very nice. That was I saw Laszlo say it. I don't know if anyone else did. This now, if it was even, it would be a 4. I'm not sure. Seems hard. I can place 8 in row 4. 8 in row 4. 8's in one of these two. Oh, this can't be an 8 because it doesn't even see 8 cells. So that's the 8. It's even. So this cell now sees at least 3. If it was even, it would be a 4. I'm not sure. Oh, but this can't be a 6. Can it? Oh, this can be a 6. It can just barely be a 6. It would make this even and a 2. Place 8 in row 4. Oh, pause. Thanks for renewing your membership. Yay, indeed. I wish Brian would read it, but he cannot. Can't read these messages. But I can read it and say thank you. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. It's got to be these diamonds, right? How about this diamond? It's not a 6. So if it was even, it would have to be a 4. So if it was even, it can't be 2, 8, 6 is... There's no way all of these are even because that breaks this box. So it would have to be a 4. That would be 1 and 4, which means that we would have 1 more even down here. But that's weird because these would be even as well. So all of these would be odd. I don't know. It seems to work. 6 in row 6. I don't get it. 6 in row 4. Oh, this can't be a 6. This can't be a 6. This is the 6 in the row. These are all even. That does make this a 2 and makes Zeta very sad. That's a 4, 8. These are all odd. This can't be a 9 anymore. It'd be a 7. If it was 7, all of these would be odd. That actually seems possible at the moment. What's left here? Oh, we got a lot of odds left. But one of these is even and it's a 4. So we either have... There's no way we have 4 here. We already have 5. So this is even and it's a 4. That's 1 and 4. This is the one I said was difficult, but it's actually not. It does mean that all of these are odd, because there has to be an even down here. This one's odd. It sees 3. So this cannot be odd. Otherwise it would see 4 odds, and that's no good. So this is a 3, right? Yeah, none of these are 3. This is not 2, 4, or 8, so it's a 6. This isn't a 1, it already sees 3 odds. Oh, it actually sees another odd in this domino because we have 3 evens in the column. So it sees already 4 odds, so it's 5 or 7. There's a 2 down here. Not here. If it was in the diamond, these would all be odd, but that's not necessarily broken. What about, let's see, we got a 6 down here, and an 8. I don't think, okay, so let's look at these 2 columns. We already have 6 evens used. We only get 2 more evens. We only get 2 more evens in this whole area. So if this was even, it would have to be a 2, but it can't be. So this is odd. These two are odd for sure. We see 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this sees 2, 4, 6, and 8. This can't be any of the evens. So that's odd. So if this was a 5, these would both be even. If it was a 7, they'd both be odd. These are the same parity as each other? I don't know if that's helpful, but I don't know if that's more confusing to mark than not. This guy sees already 4 odds. Can't be a 9, because a 9 would force 4 evens here, so it's 5 or 7. This is whatever purple isn't. 7 makes sense then. Yeah, we'd have 1 more even here. So this sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it was a 5, these would all be even, and that really breaks this column. Yeah, so this is a 7. So it sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It sees 2 more odds in this column, which makes sense. Okay. So these are from 159. Versus 3 evens in a row 9. So if this was a 2, doesn't that... Okay, if this was even, it's a 2. These would all be odd, and that breaks the 7. That's correct. I see that now pretty easily. So that's odd, so it's not a 2. That places the 2 here. It already sees 1, 2, 3, 4. So this has 5 or 7. These were all odd. This would also be odd. These would all be even. These would be even. There's a 1 in one of these. Actually, there's a 1 here as well. What about column 9? Row 6 can be colored. We have all our odds here, so these are all even. Oh, and for the box as well. So these are 4, 6, 8. That's not a 4. Okay, this cell now already sees 2 evens. So if it was even, it would be 4 or 6. If it was odd, it would be 1 or 3. Can't be 1 or 3. Okay, so it's even. This is from 579. Whoops, 579. I can type. Column 1, yeah, column 1 coloring is done. And so now this can't be a 6, this has to be a 4. So it sees one more. This is a pair. So we have all our, so this has to be odd because this is the last even. This 6, 8 means that's a 4. This 6 means that's an 8, that's a 6, that's an 8. 8 looks up. Oh, 8's in the box. There's 2 evens and an odd here. What about this diamond here? It already sees 3 for sure. So it would have to be a 6. Okay, if it was even, we'd have 4 already. Because it's self. So 6, it can't be 8, but 6 would take a couple of these, which seems okay. Alright, let's not look at that. 4 in column 7 is placed. Ah, this cell now sees all the evens, 2, 4, 6, 8. So this has to be odd, which does make that a 7, and that a 5. These are not 5s. This is now even. This 5 means that we have all of our odds seen, so these are both even. So this is a 6 or an 8, and this has to be a 2. This now sees 2, 4, and 8. So if it was even, it would have to be 6. Does that break this? This sees 2, 4. If that's a 6, it sees a 6 also. There's no way we're seeing 8. Oh, well, we don't know if it's even, though. Can this, I guess the question is, can this be even? If it was even, it sees 2 and 4. It would have to be a 6. Might be possible. Let's do some more Sudoku. This is a 5. These are from 1, 3, 9. That's not a 1 or 9, so that's a 3. That's not 7. Place a 7 here. That's not 7. So these are from 5, 7, 9, and it does contain a 7. Oh, but that looks over. So that's a 7. If this were odd, it couldn't be 1. Okay, we have... Oh, this is a 4, true. These have to be odd. They're a 1, 3, or 9. That means that the 7 is here. That's a 5. This is a 7. These are from 1, 3, 5, 9. That can't be 9. That can't be 5. So the 5 goes here. No, the 5 is one of these. Never mind. Column 5 has all its odds. It needs 2 more evens, which are 2, 4, and 8. That's not a 4. Okay, this one maybe. If it was even, it couldn't be a 4. It would have to be a 6. All of these would be even. So this would be a 6 if it was even. If it was odd, it would only see up to 4 odds, so it would be 1 or 3. But it can't be a 3, so it would be 1. So actually, all of these are even no matter what. We repeated the trick we did at the start. So if it's odd, it can't be 3, and it can't be 5 because it wouldn't see 5 odds. So it would have to be a 1, forcing all these even. If it's even, it can't be a 4, can't be a 2 because it would already see 3 evens. So it would have to be a 6, and that would force all these to be even anyway. So these are always even, whether or not it's a 1 or a 6. So 2, 4, let's just clean it up this way. That can't be 4. That can't be 2. 8 seems excessive here, but not impossible. Actually, 8 is impossible, because 8 would force all 3 of these to be even. That's too many evens for the column, so it's not an 8. box 7. Now, yeah, this has to be odd now, because if it was even, we'd have too many evens in the box. Because one of them's here. So this sees 1, 2, 3 odds. If this were odd, it would see 4 odds, and that's not allowed. So this is even. That's all the evens for the column. So this is odd, and it's a 1. This is a 3, because that's just how many odds it sees. So these are from 1, 7, 9. That's not a 7. That's not a 1 or a 9, so that is a 7. So if this was odd, it would be a 1, because it sees a 9. And if it was even, it sees 2, 4, and 8, it would be a 6. I'm being told this 1 looks up. It sure does. That's a 9, that's a 5, that's a 1. That's a 9. That's always a 9. Congrats to anyone who bet 9. Maybe you weren't. Let's see. Nope, not worm. It's puzzle 6. All right. These are 3 and 5. Congrats, Asylum. This is a 6 or an 8, which means this can't be 6 anymore. That's a 1. It's odd. So this is even. 2, 6, 8, not an 8. Okay, we're doing well. This has all. Okay, we can finish the coloring. All right. 1, 3, 9 here, not a 1. All right, coloring is done. Let's just finish the puzzle. 1, 9 pair. That's 5. That's 3. That's 9. 3. 3 and 9. 1 and 9. 5 and 3. 5. 9, 1. 9, 1. Odds are done. Now we do evens. Sure. Oh, it's this one here. This sees 6. Two, 8, 6, 6, 2, 6, 8, and we're done. Nice. Isn't the puzzle done when coloring is complete? That's what I thought, but it didn't pop up the you win message. Cool puzzle. I enjoyed that. I like that constraint. Well, it's almost 2, so I think we're going to end here. So let me just do my thank yous. We got 6 puzzles done. That's pretty good. Thank you to Logan for the super chat in honor of Derek's first anniversary. And thanks to Pause for renewing their membership. Thanks to all my super supporters, the Asylum, Peter, Distensity, David Ratner, Sotek, Franco, Jonathan, Mathgeek, and Kenny. Thanks to all my members and patrons. And don't forget to like the stream, and I'll see all of you tonight for some word games, I hope. Have a great one. Let me set it up so that I send you guys to ZetaMath stream right after this. You can get more Sudoku in. So I'll add that redirect for you. I assume it's number 74. All right. And I'll see all of you guys next